Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is the Global Akemi, and in today's video I want to share vulnerably. Alright guys, hi, what's up? How you doing? Trust you're doing well and great. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time of seeing my video, welcome and thank you so much for watching. Don't subscribe yet, by the way. Don't subscribe yet. Wait to the end of the video to see if my channel is worth subscribing to. Yeah. Alright, so in today's video, this is an impromptu video, number one. Then number two, let's see how it's going to be. I'm just going to trust the Spirit of God to just lead me and to just give me wisdom to be able to answer this question. Because a long time friend, we've known each other since pre-degree days. A long time friend, her name is Debbie. She's the global woman on Instagram. I posted something on my WhatsApp status today, and she asked a very important question. She said, I would love to learn how you are open. She said she would love to learn how I got to the stage of where I am open. And I was like, open? And I thought that it is as a result of growth and me embracing myself. Then she asked a follow-up question. She said, how did I get to this point that I totally feel safe to be vulnerable? Woo! And I remember typing and telling her that if you are waiting to feel safe to be vulnerable, you will never be vulnerable. Like, if you are waiting to be safe to be vulnerable, you will never be able to be vulnerable. And then again, she asked me I should share my journey. That was when she challenged me to share my journey. It's my story. And gosh, how do I start? Alright, so I'm going to start from this angle. I just trust the Spirit of God to give you understanding, to be able to get the length, the breadth, and the weight of what I'm sharing with you. Because I believe strongly that if you get to understand this, it will help you too. So let's dive right into it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say, see, I don't have anything prepared. I just want to speak from my heart. I just want to speak from my mind. I just want to speak from the inspiration I have within me to talk about it. All right, so the first point I made, I said, if you wait to feel safe to be vulnerable, you will never be vulnerable. And that is so true. For example, what does being safe? What does it mean? See, I'm not even wearing my earring. What does being safe? What does it mean? You want to know that the person accepts you. You want to know that your words will not be taken for granted. You just want a sense of assurance, basically, right? But now, this is the thing. Vulnerability doesn't connote assurance. Vulnerability does not come with assurance. Vulnerability just comes with you just trusting that you are enough by yourself. Like, in vulnerability, there is contentment. In vulnerability, there is authenticity. In vulnerability, there is self-acceptance. Okay. I feel like I'm also going way deeper. All right, so this is how it started for me. The first thing is, see, whatever it is you want to do but you don't find doing easily, trust me, is the devil coming at it. And this is what I mean. Right from when I was a kid, like my novice self, my childlike self, if you ask my mom, she's going to tell you, because she has once upon a time, but she just said, I'm this kind of person that, like, I'm curious. I just want to express myself. Like, I'm this expressive person. I'm curious, like, but one thing led to the other while growing up. I didn't get to, okay, let's not go into that. But growing up, I became timid. I became very quiet. I became into myself and all those stuffs, insecurities. But getting back, staying back with my mom and all those good stuff, growing up, secondary school, entering into university, getting into the Word of God, getting into coaching, getting into mentorship, I started opening up like a flower. Yeah. So I remember, Miss Nika really is an amazing person in my life. She really helped me. I remember Miss Nika would give me assignments, and the way I would communicate the assignment, she would just be like, it's in a strange way. I want to be, there's this thing about me that I always have this desire to be real. I just wanted to express myself. I just, that baby, that kid like me just wanted to come out. There was just this, she just wanted to launch. So gradually like that, you know, Miss Nika really helped me. Miss Nika has been telling me since right when I was in school that you're very good at writing. Keep it up. You're very good at writing. She has always been telling me, like she has always been jazzing me up with that. You're very good at writing. You're very good at writing. She has always been jazzing me up with it. But even as at all this, I was just like, I'm saying this to tell you it's been a process. I did not just get to be like this. And one of the things that even excites me more is that if at this level and quality of growth I am like this, then I imagine what me at a increased level of growth will be. Like, I'm so excited and mind blown. Like, I'm just looking, like, for example, now I remember there was a day, one of my friends, Lamia Day, she called me. She's also a YouTuber, by the way. She called me and she was telling me, Toluwakemi, run me through the next 5 years. What does it look like? Oh my God. And I was just laughing. I was just smiling. I was just in awe. Because I'm in awe of that amazing, beautiful, inspiring, impactful young lady called Toluwakemi. Like, I'm just like, yo. Okay, stay back up. All right, so it started like that. And this has always been me. If you ask anyone that has known me like closely, I'm this kind of person. Intentionality is something that I learned from my mom. Intentionality is something that I learned from my mom. It's something that it's like like a family heirloom that she handed over to me. I saw my mom become very, very intentional with the way she has instilled some character in my brother and I. These things were just hardening up. And then I remember that in 2019, I can remember in 2019 vividly, I used to be very angry at my mom. I did not like my mom when I was growing up because I felt like she could have done a better job. She could have fought for me. She could have trained me better. All these things. But 2019 October, the Spirit of the Lord healed me. I have a video in case you want to watch that. I have a video for that already. So the Spirit of God healed me of that. And gradually I kept growing. I kept understanding myself. I kept knowing who I am. I kept going. I'm grateful to people who have helped coach and mentor me over time. I'm grateful to Minister Neye, Minister Jide Neye. I'm grateful for Pastor BC, I say Pastor Mrs. BC Ajayi. I'm grateful for people. No, Opayom, she's now by see me. Guys, I told you this is off script. So, like, I'm grateful for people like that who stood by me, who didn't make me shrink, like who really pushed me. Especially Miss Nika. Miss Nika really Miss Nika pushed me. Miss Nika really pushed me. She would give me things to do, she would give me assignments, recommend this, recommend that. She would do all those things. Then in 2020, in 2029, I started doing WhatsApp marketing. I would just see things differently. I just, for example, people do advert on WhatsApp. I don't do advert on WhatsApp status. I've gotten lots of people ask me why. I've even gotten someone that wanted to give me like 50K one day. That day I was broke, but I said no. Even my mentor then, Ogane, Minister Ne, asked me, why don't you want to do it? And I told him, I said, I just believe WhatsApp can be much more than just the money. I just feel like the money is a temporary thing. I just feel like I wanted something much more than money, I just kept it. I just kept at it. I kept at it. I've been sharing vulnerably since way back 2019, sincerely. And I'll just share. One of the things I do is whenever I write the way I talk. Yeah. Yes. I write the way I talk. I write the way I talk. So I found out that the best way I can write is the way I talk. I remember when TMA coached me about book writing, and I asked, I said, Mama TMA, the best kind of writing I love when I write something that I've experienced, that I've gone through. And she said, babes, fire on. Don't you don't have to be a party, like the type of writer you want to be doesn't have to be on the list. Just be yourself. And I kept at it. Then this was the climax for me. I met two powerful women. I met DDK and I met Sarah Jakes. I've not met Sarah Jakes one on one, no, but falling in love with her videos, falling in love with her teachings, and I literally see how Sarah Jakes literally built an army just by sharing her story, by being vulnerable, by being relatable, and just being herself. And then, I met DDK, and DDK, if you know, DDK is amazing. DDK is amazing, y'all. And I met DDK, and then, DDK too will be like, the DDK made me understand that the best kind of woman to be, no matter how this person inspires you, this person inspires me, this person inspires you, the best kind of woman to be is who God has called you to be. I still remember when I found that out, my life literally changed. Then my prayer point started to become, Lord, who am I? Who have you made me to be? When it comes to motherhood, what kind of mother have you purposed me to be? When it comes to being a wife, what kind of wife have you purposed me to be? What kind of wife am I going to be? What kind of woman am I going to be? What kind of coach am I going to be? It started becoming, it stopped becoming, she inspires me now. It started becoming, the future version of me inspires me. She inspires me, and then by the grace of God, I have the gift of, I see things, I know things, and then I started knowing things. I would just be, I'll just be alone, be praying, be meditating, and something will just become clear to me. I just started seeing, and I started catching the glimpses of the woman I can be if I allow myself to grow. So these glimpses started, they started like infiltrating my thoughts, and the only person I really want to be, I'm not kidding, guys. The only person I want to be is the future version of myself. I started all that, and then I started learning, I started reading, I started, I joined DDK's coaching. I literally binge watch Sarah Jake's videos. Then I met this woman, YBB, Yetunde. I forgot her name now. Yetunde Bernard or something. I met Yetunde, and I just loved how Yetunde talks. The way Yetunde just talks. Yetunde will be like, connect with your core, connect with your being. There is a you that you have not, that you are, and the way oh my god, the way she talks about you, like the way she talks about you, and it just intrigues me. It just, like, there's this, oh my god, like, what, she just does that. And then I found out something else again, that if eventually something happens to me and I go beyond, what would I have loved to do? What would I have loved to do? What would I have loved? What would I have loved? What would I have loved? And I just felt like, let me just be everything. Of course, when I started embracing this part of me, there was this fear of, what if I say the wrong thing? what if people don't see it the way I see it? There was this fear, there was this particular fear that really scared me a lot. There was this particular fear of, what if what if who people perceive me to be online is it who I am offline? And so, and funny enough, DDK used to say something. DDK says that let your life be more fun offline than it is online. She says that, and there was a time she was saying that back to back. And I would be like, God, how do I do this? How do I do this? And so God was just making me understand that if you focus on me, I will focus on you. And I'm like, okay, how do I focus on God? So I just literally, line by line, precept upon precept, I just kept building. I kept building, and I started asking myself, what do I want? What are my non-negotiables? What do I not want? you know and then I started learning contentment. That's another thing. I started learning contentment. I'm this kind of person. If you do something, if you see, I started guiding my heart. If you do something to me that I don't like, there is a high tendency that I will call you to order immediately. Or I do this, I take it in and I ask myself what is going on, and I try to dismantle the thing, and I'm like, Spirit of God, help me, and I be still. I started learning how do I meditate. It's just being with your, like, it's just being like, just be in touch with you. It's I don't know how else to explain it. Just be in touch with yourself. Just fall in love with your heart, your mind, like fall in love with your thought pattern, your process. Like, that is just what it is for me. It's not anything special. I feel like that. And then I read this book again, I Am Married by DDK, and DDK says something profound in the book. She said, how do you want God to speak to you about your husband if you have not even allowed him to speak to you about your life? I was like, anyway, what? Then he started saying, okay, I want to know me. I want to know me. I want to fall in love with me. Talk to me about me. I started that. I would pray. There was a time I did a 21 days prayer challenge. There was a day I did fasting. There was a time that I fasted for 7 days. I know, is it 7 days or 21 days without food? All I was just taking was fruits. I just wanted to know. Like, I was just that so inquisitive. It's been a journey. It did not just jump on me, sincerely. Like I told you, if you, as at now, you're telling me I am vulnerable. How will my vulnerability now look like when I'm 29, when I'm 30, when I'm 35, when I'm 40? And this is actually something, it's like a legacy I would love to hand over to my kids one day. It's like a legacy I would love to hand over to my kids. Even for me, I feel like my vulnerability is so sexy. Okay, let's not dive right. Let's stop back and stay focused. All right. So that is just it. By being, and I don't try to force it. There was a time, like January, February, March, I was not this effective, and I didn't force it. I don't try to force it. I just try to enjoy my process. I don't try to force it. I don't try to be who I'm not. And this helped again. If you know me, I have a voracious appetite for knowledge. I have a voracious appetite for knowledge. I read a lot. I learn a lot. And then I listen to Priyanka Chopra a lot. And I love how Priyanka Chopra is so in touch with herself. And I love the energy, the charisma. I love the horror. I just love everything about Priyanka Chopra, basically. So this is me, just like, I look at women that are doing amazingly well. So see, one of the things about me is I'm not the kind of person that think, oh, this marriage is not working, this is not working. I don't focus on all those things. I don't focus on them. I focus on the ones that work, and I'm asking, what is working here? What is working here? And I pray about it, and I say, God, what does this person know that I need to know? I'm that kind of person. And I follow Funto Eboye, I follow a bit with Joyce Awoshika, I follow amazing women, that's why there was a particular person that told me recently that you are not understanding me. I'm telling you that marriage is not easy. I said, no matter how you want to say it, I don't believe it. No matter how you want to say it, I don't believe it. Priyanka Chopra is a very, very successful, amazing woman, and she has a husband. And the way she loves her husband, you can see it. They are fake. That is your issue. You think you second guess everything you second guess everything, and I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that. He's fake. He's online. What if it does it concern you? Why is it that it is that fake that you are not looking for? It's like we just don't want to believe in the possibility of something can be good. I don't just Sincerely, I don't understand us. But for me, I don't think like that. No matter how you want to tell me, I believe strongly that I'm going to be an amazing, influential, impactful woman. And I'm going to have amazing, 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 beautiful kids. I'm going to have a very supportive, amazing, he himself God is a king in his own right husband. I believe strongly in it. Will it take time? No problem. Whenever God says it's time, it's time. I believe strongly, and I'm going to have a peaceful and an amazing home. I believe strongly in it. I believe strongly. I don't. If you like, say, you don't know the reality. See, choose your reality. You choose your reality. I don't even know if I've been able to answer this question, but basically, what has helped me to be vulnerable is simple. Is if you are waiting to be safe, to be vulnerable, you will never be vulnerable. Just be yourself. If what you want to say is what you want to say it. It's as simple as that. If what you want to say is what you want to say it. See, I never feel like you guys are going to see. For example, my status view has been off since December 30th, 2022. I don't know who is viewing my status. I don't know how many people is viewing my status. I don't know. There was even a time, one of the things I used to struggle with is, if I post 10 status, people will view it. It got to a person of God told me, what concern you? People that will view it will view it. People that will not view it will not view it. So posts regardless. So was even telling me to move this thing to Instagram. I'd be asking, how can it's like I don't just have energy for Instagram, but I'm praying about it. Do you understand? So I never feel safe. There are times that I've made wrong decisions. There are times that I just feel like it's just me just embracing the kid in me. Yeah, I'm just embracing the kid in me. I'm just letting the child in me be seen. And it's not a matter of people seeing me, no. It's just a matter of me seeing me. It's sincerely self-awareness in a pro max level. I tell you. It's self-awareness. It's a self-awareness journey. I'm just so, and the person that made me they made me fall in love with myself this much, sincerely, is DDK, is Sarah Jakes, is Priyanka Chopra, is Funto Eboye. Yeah, these were just women. I think the only person I've met in all these people I've listed, is DDK. And DDK also said we've not even had that close contact conversations, but I tell people I don't need to have close contact with you for you to mentor me or for you to coach me. I'm that kind of person that if what I need is in you, I die there. But that's just it. And I know that being vulnerable comes with its own uncertainty. It comes with own uncertainty. But the only thing I can be certain about is me. So and better take care of me. So I'm a very, I am not, for example, as people can be like, I'm feminist, I'm self-absorbed people. I don't care. I don't care. And see, I just have to do away with negativity. What will people say? What will people say? What will people say? People will always talk. The best thing I can do for myself is to make sure I am good, I am okay, and I am not compromising on me. And that is it. I never want to compromise on myself. I want to embrace intentionality all along. And one of the things I found out is that intentionality is actually you being intentional. So you have to be intentionally intentional. Do you get? Yeah. I hope this video is recording, Sha. But that's it. I hope I answered your question. If you want to be vulnerable, be vulnerable. Don't try to the issue is you keep overthinking it. So don't overthink it. If you want to be vulnerable, be vulnerable. If you feel like you have to be safe to be vulnerable, then that is not vulnerability. And the beautiful thing about it is, the more you are vulnerable, the more the community now becomes safe. So you have to actually be vulnerable to be safe in a vulnerable space. I don't know if that sounded right. So it's like, come your way next time. My name is the Global Toluwa Kemi. Thank you so much for watching. And did you think should you subscribe? Yeah, you should. You should. You really should. I have amazing videos. This is just me sharing my journey, and I love sharing my journey. My name is the Global Toluwa Kemi. Thank you, and bye bye.